heroes will rise. The NBA playoffs start now.
The NBA playoffs continue. Just 2 teams remain. They are battling their way toward this title. Game 2 of the finals. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Handle out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward. Look at the Bucks. They've overcome a number of challenges just to get here. Now down 1-0. Greg, they face a huge hurdle.
And you know what? I think they learned a lot in Game 1. Playing against the best the league has to offer, they know they have to make some adjustments. Keep everyone involved, and they have to hit the open shots they're given.
You were talking about the adjustments before. I agree. Here is Conley, following the score by Damian Lillard. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. The coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clogged lanes, but really all we can do is pray his shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. And here is Prince, following Julius Randle's 3. Kuzma kicks to Lillard. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Rebounded by the Bucks. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Free throw no good for Giannis.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
For 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Conley just keeps producing. He's the ultimate professional.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Conley. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Jackson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Conley drops them both.
Never waver.
Lillard attacking.
Nice job attacking the hoop from Lillard that time, earning the whistle in the process.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Free throw good from Lillard. And some changes here for the Bucks. Sims is checked in, and Trent subbed in for Prince. The free throw is good from Lillard. 1:57 left to play in the first. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Stay clear of Gobert on the dunk now. The force he goes to the rim with is mighty.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
So it's Minnesota now. After the basket by Milwaukee. Pass to McDaniels. And finished up by McDaniels.
McDaniels going upstairs with an athletic move.
Trent against it. Lillard looking around. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Lillard's got 8 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Kevin Porter's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Randall. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Randall's got an unorthodox game, but he's got a good, strong upper body, which makes him a very consistent scorer inside.
Porter passes to Portis. And Porter, here we go. Outside for Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Trent in the corner. Drills it from outside.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
Now here's Randall. 5 points in the game. And stolen by Portis. Porter looking it over. Misses from close range. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Timberwolves trail by 4, and Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Trent's out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3-spot.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. It's tipped.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Minot. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Milwaukee with the ball. Prince kicks to Lillard. The 3. Minot pulls it in. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he can't get the first one. Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Jackson, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And the second free throw, good.
A superstar-level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Some changes here for the Bucks. Sims is checked in, and Bobby Portis subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Here's Lillard. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Lillard is tough in there. Muscling that one home.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Conley feeling it out. Pass to Edwards. 3-pointer. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Gobert against Portis. Off to Lillard. Reid with the block.
Great denial by Reid. Boundless energy he brings.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Alexander Walker. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Lillard kicks to Jackson. Outside Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Prince's shot is good.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Now here is Conley. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range, too.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Some changes for Minnesota. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
And it's Conley penetrating. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. With a whole new lineup now. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Randle. Oh, and there he puts it down! Oh, my goodness.
You got like that. Got a lot of both.
And that one, good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to DiVincenzo. McDaniels kicks to Randle. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Porter, no luck. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Bucks leading by 5.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Conley for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Trent. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting, you know. It's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball, you know. It's a lot of fun.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, everybody. It's game 2, and things are a little rocky right now for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. Seeing how things are... And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by...
And we're back with you as these two teams do battle in their quest for an NBA championship. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Spins. Top of the key. A rebound by the Bucks. Up top, Porter. Over by Conley. And that one's good by Porter.
Capping off the drive through the bump. Porter Jr. holding steady.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Edwards got 5 now.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Here's Giannis. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Conley with it. Guarded now by Prince. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. Porter finds Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo through contact.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Randle against Antetokounmpo. Down low. Here's Gobert. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Gobert's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Conley against Lillard. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And Lillard throws it down.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 1:29 left in the 3rd. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. 8-point game. Randle outside. Pass to Edwards. Over Trent. Edwards can't hit.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Bucks leading by 10. Here's Lillard. Julius Randle with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Reid throws it down.
That's what you want to see. Reid playing big in there.
Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. That free throw missing.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
And the Bucks making a change here. Porter's checked in. Stolen away. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Misses from short range. And here is Antetokounmpo. With 2 seconds left. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Porter is out there with Gary Trent, and it's Jackson in at the 3. Here is Edwards. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. They set the screen. Edwards. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards against Trent from 13, and with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Edwards.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing the back.
Oh, what a move! Giannis!
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Minnesota shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's Edwards. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now here's Jackson. Off target with his 3. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Jackson. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Milwaukee leading by 12. Porter kicks to Antetokounmpo. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Antetokounmpo's got 12 points here in the second half. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
The Timberwolves dancing.
group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He was preaching the importance of effort, saying he wanted to see second and third efforts each possession. We need to be the more active team down the stretch. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Another monster night for Dame. Par for the course with him.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Now here's Conley. Pass to Randle. McDaniels against Prince. Clock at 6. Baseline J on the way. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Bucks leading by 16. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Edwards against Lillard. And Green now, top of the key. Here's Prince. Gobert knocks it away.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
The Timberwolves shooting from the field, 44%, not bad.
And that'll effectively take care of Game 2 here in the NBA Finals. We'll be switching venues for the next one, but right now, an important win for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And they're going to even this NBA championship series at 1 game apiece. They couldn't afford to fall into a 2-0 hole, and they knew it.
Well, you said it. They couldn't afford to lose this one. And I just love the passion and determination they played with in running away with this win. These finals have only just begun, and boy, they look to be epic.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, I liked how he mixed it up on the glass. Wasn't afraid to get in there and do the dirty work. Showed some real grit and toughness tonight.
First team foul. At the line for 2, Julius Randle.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Randle. Here's Lillard. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at 1 game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this game?
I'm just here to do whatever it takes to help my team win. Did a great job executing, moving the ball. And this is what we do. This is what we do. We play together, and whatever we do, hopefully we can get a win at the end of the day.
Well, it certainly turned into a win tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, D.A., thanks again. That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.